And she takes me to Thompson Miller Funeral Home because she's really good friends with Robin Miller, the funeral director. And we go in there and we sit down and there's paperwork sitting there. And my mom said, sign that. And I said, why? And she said, because you're going to die and I want to have this prepared. So I like signed my own paperwork, got up and I said, all right, now that I just signed my own death paperwork, can I go get high? And I walked out. So, then the following months when I called my mom and asked for help and she told me no, I'm like, man, this is real. Ain't nobody helping me. So then the following months when that, cop decided to lend a helping hand, I just knew I didn't have to do this anymore. I just knew that this was my moment to get that help that I didn't know how to obtain because I thought I was so far gone. I thought there was no help for me at this point. And I agreed. I said, yeah. And I had nothing. We don't when we're in that far, what do we have? We have clothes on our back and that's about it. I had like $60 in my pocket. So I go into Butler and I went through all those questions like I just talked about, and that's where I ended up on the suicide watch because they really thought that I wanted to kill myself. And I like remember saying, I think I'm already dead, so I think you're good. I don't think you have to worry about me wanting to kill myself at this point. I just want help at this point. Um, and I had been up for 11 days straight, and all I wanted to do was just sleep. I just wanted to eat, and I just wanted this to be over because, this wasn't my first time getting clean. So I knew that once you got through that horrible first couple of weeks, that you felt so much better after that. And you start putting the nutrients back in your body that we deprive ourselves of. You start feeling better. So they said you get the one phone call and whatever. So it's like 11:30 at night, and I call my grandma, and she all she saw in the caller ID was Butler County. She didn't, like, read the rest of it, and she woke up my grandfather, and she said, "Get up, this is the phone call." She thought it was the coroner's office calling her to tell her she had come identify my body because she was always my emergency contact. So I get on the phone with her, and I said, "Grandma, I just wanna let you know, like, they finally arrested me. I'm in jail. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here for. I don't know what's next." And she started crying, and she said, "Thank God."